Hello, welcome to Hooting Mandrills. I'm Sam.
I'm Jeremy.
And because we are still salty about our friends Deathmist, Raptor, Slitherhead, our pet cards not making it in Pioneer Masters, we're skulking back to our proxy platform, Lackey, which we've used for a while for testing. Pretty good for what it is. This is where most Magination has been played in the past, not 20 years, but 15 certainly. It does the job. So we've taken our brews here to have a chance to play with them, see how they look, give us all a sense of what we're really missing out on by not having full Pioneer on Arena. So to start with, we're going to be playing some Pioneer and some Historic over the course of this series. First, we've got some Pioneer. I'm going to be playing a mono-red Metalwork Colossus deck based around Leyline Axe. Now, if it comes into play on turn 1, that turns on cards like Goblin Tomb Raider. You can slam a Fervent Champion and free equip it and just get in. And it counts as 4 mana value for your Metalwork Colossus. Got also some other stuff that is just artifacts in play. I guess the big card that's missing from Explorer is Sanctum of Ugin. So when you play a Metalwork Colossus with Sanctum of Ugin in play, you get to sacrifice it and go get another one, which you can, if you played the first one for free, the second one's free too. Then I've got a bunch of other little artifacts that do okay things. We've got Prophetic Prism, banned in Pauper. It filters the mana on Sanctum of Ugin, so playing colorless lands in your red aggro deck is a little less bad. Got a few 4 Mirrodin equipments. Hexgold Halberd is the one that I decided for a 2-drop creature, because Barbed Battle Fist will kill a Fervent Champion if you equip it to it and you don't have anything else on it. That seemed bad to me. Hexgold Halberd can help maybe push through a Metalwork Colossus. It's a body to get Embercleave going. Embercleave is also a pretty good red aggro card. Big gob of mana value to discount Metalwork Colossus. 1 Dragonwing Glider, another 4 Mirrodin equipment. Sort of like Goldspan Dragon at home. If instead of your mom saying, we have Goldspan Dragon at home, your mom said, you can build Goldspan Dragon at home using, and think of it as a science fair project. But it's a thing. It's 5 mana value of artifact, even if the creature dies. It's a 4/4 with haste. We only got 1. Brass Knuckles is kind of a stinky equipment. Wasn't even very good in Streets of New Capenna Limited, I don't think. But if you play 1, it makes a copy. The copy also has mana value, so it's 8 mana value for 4. Legion Extruder and Chainsaw actually, I think, is great in this deck. It's a removal spell. It free equips to Fervent Champion, and because Fervent Champion has First Strike, it doesn't care as much about the toughness not being boosted. Legion Extruder, we've got a couple. It's another removal spell that's artifact mana value. You can sometimes sacrifice artifacts to poop out golems, although there's a little bit of tension there. Fun of Poetic Ingenuity, sort of a pet card that's too commandery to be playable, but if you cast artifact spells, it makes dinosaurs, which you can attack with to make treasures to maybe ramp yourself into something, or just the dinosaurs attacking can help get Embercleave going. Sideboard, 4 Unlicensed Hearse. This is a good Unlicensed Hearse deck. It's artifact mana value, hates on the graveyard, does things. Pithing Needles, sort of similar. It's an artifact with mana value, does the thing. A little bit more removal, Abrade for other artifact decks, a couple Witchstalker Frenzy, the other half of our Torch of the Towers outside the main. Fun of Dissection Tools as another sort of big artifact to play when lifelink seems relevant. Yeah, hopefully it turns out fun. Oh, one Lost Jitte in the main also. Pretty good with First Strike, creature combat stuff, equipment stuff. Yeah, that's the deck. All right, and here we are in game. See who goes first. I got a 4. And I have won the die roll. I'm going to be on the play. Good chance I'm going to need it. Let's see what my hand looks like. I think this is a keep for me.
Oh gosh. I don't know. This is a little bit sketchy, but I'm reckless, so I'm gonna keep it.
Alright, I do not have a pregame action. Would have been a lot cooler if I did. But here we go. Den of the Bugbear doesn't actually come in tapped, but I am going to be tapping it. Here's Fervent Champion. Here's a point.
I'll take one.
On the board. Alright.
Alright.
Pass the turn.
Draw a card. I'm gonna play Urborg, and I'll Fatal Push your Fervent Champion.
RIP to a real one.
And I pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Okay. Sanctum of Ugin. Prophetic Prism. Draw a card. Sure. Pass back to you.
Alright, untap, draw a card. I'm going to play Den of the Bugbear, also doesn't come in untapped.
Is also a swamp.
Is getting
That's like
tapped.
Badlands Plus, baby.
And I'll play my Blood Tithe
Actually, it's not a
Harvester.
But, yeah, alright. Harvester to harvest me. That's fine. Alright. Turn?
Yep.
Neat. Alright. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Okay. Yeah. Play this mountain. And chainsaw your harvester. Counter up. Rev it up. Goblin Tomb Raider. I do control an artifact. Swing for 2.
I am hurt. Okay. Let's untap, upkeep, draw. I'll play Blackcleave Cliffs. And I will then play Voldaren Thrill Seeker. It's gonna back up
pretty
itself. And that's it for me.
Alright. Well, game 1, it's looking like we are missing out on something, because I'm going to do the thing. Untap, upkeep, draw. Sanctum of Ugin number 2. Brass Knuckles, make a copy. Metalwork Colossus. Goodbye, Sanctum of Ugins. Both of them. Get me 2 more Metalwork Colossi.
Oh, God.
Alright, and I am going to be playing them. It's fun and it's free. Alright. I don't think you can tree kill me from here.
It feels unlikely.
Would need to what? I guess if you had land, blood the tree, cauldron, then I would be dead.
All right, let's see it.
Your go.
Right, top card of my library is Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Oh my fucking god. Let's fucking go.
Right. So if you have a tree in hand and an untapped land, I am in fact dead.
Here's a swamp. Here's a blood. Discarding. You guessed it, Tree of Perdition. So now, this is my first time playing this deck, so I'm going to try not to blunder through this. So this goes to my graveyard. I draw a card off the blood goes away.
That did cost you a mana.
It did, in fact. All right,
you
draw.
have enough, though.
Now I play Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Pony up the tree ability onto my Onto my Thrill Seeker. Then I tap to exchange life totals.
My life total becomes
4, and then I sacrifice Thrill Seeker, dealing 4 damage to your head. Who needs Metalwork Colossus? 3 of them on turn.
All right.
4.
Well, it turns out Sanctum of Ugin is bad after all. WotC knew what they were doing, not including it.
Yeah, you should only play good cards like Tree of Perdition.
I love Tree of Perdition.
Tree of Perdition is sick. This deck is awesome.
was a pet card of mine forever before it ever did anything in a constructed format. All right, that's okay. Game 2.
I mean, that was just like that was literally like the moment where it's just like I needed one card. There are 4 of them in the deck. It's not like a one of, but still.
Right. I guess this is a Hearst matchup probably for sideboarding. This might be a Pithing Needle matchup. I don't think I really want to board in instant speed removal to try breaking up the combo. I could play Abrade, I guess. Let's bring 1 in. Let's see what's going out. Can probably shave on some of these.
I don't even know that this deck that I ripped off the internet has any artifact hate in it. I might just be going for it.
Yeah, I was playing the RC version, Corey Lax build for a while. I don't think I had a Abrade in the sideboard or anything. I did have Chandra's Defeat.
I have a Chandra's Defeat.
Which is good against the red creatures, but
yeah,
your deck is probably pretty good against like the red creature beatdown stuff.
I could play some stuff against your creatures, but your creatures aren't really the problem, right? I mean, you're not getting poison counters, so Anoint with Affliction feels bad. 5 damage isn't enough to deal with that. I don't know, maybe I just want to take a Duress or something to keep you off of.
I do play a lot of non-creature spells for an aggro deck because like the point is that even the stuff that is kind of creatures, some of it is non-creature artifacts. All right.
Maybe I want Hazoret. I don't know.
I am never killing it.
I don't know that I'll always be able to block, but it being able to block seems decent.
If I want all of these. Yeah, this is also a thing with building sideboards where it's like...
Right, yeah, I mean, I just loaded this deck offline.
Like,
so
where it's like, can I really... I didn't really map the sideboard, so I don't know if I will be able to... this card is probably not doing anything in this matchup. Can I actually afford to board in 4 Pithing Needles, even in a matchup where it's good? I don't know. Maybe not. But maybe I don't need this. And this is the sort of thing that you would tune as time went on. Yeah, let's not bring in 4. So, constructed my sideboard wrong. Yell at me about it in the comments. I probably don't need this. It's probably a little too cute. Alright, one more cut for the first time I have played this deck. One of these. They don't actually kill that much.
I'm not experienced with this deck, and I have no idea what I should be taking out, but... Final
answer. Sideboarded shuffled.
That seems really good, honestly. I don't want to take that out particularly. I don't know, maybe I'll take out... Kind of need to do stuff, so maybe I'll do that, and then maybe I'll just take out a land or something, because maybe it can be another one of you. I don't know. This is probably wrong. You guys can tell me how to sideboard this deck in the comments as well. Ooh.
Alright, let's see what my 7 looks like.
I can't keep this. There's no way I'll win a game with it.
My 7 looks like a hand with no lands in it, so it's going back.
Yeah, mine had 1, so I could. It was like potentially worth keeping, but
none of the stuff that fixes your hand in that deck costs just 1, though, so...
Okay, this is a better group.
I think I'm going to 5.
I'll put this on the bottom of my library.
This hand is not very good. I am going to keep it. Yes, you're going bottom. Unfortunate, but I don't really have a way to... I guess you're going bottom, just like sort of a way that this hand could fix itself, but I think I've got to do it like this. Alright, well, mountain, go.
Alright, I'll draw a card. I'll play cliffs, and I will Thoughtseize you.
That's not good. Alright. So,
yeah, I'm just gonna take the Metalwork Colossus, I think.
Alright. Good. Metalwork Colossus. Let me see my hand again.
Okay, this goes to my graveyard. I did, in fact, take some damage. Oh, did I just put that in your graveyard? No. Alright, I take 2. And I pass.
Alright, untap, repeat, draw. Well, this will be something to laugh at when you Thoughtseize me again next turn. But here's Prophetic Prism. Draw a card. Okay, here we go.
Alright, untap, upkeep, draw. Let's just play Blood Crypt tapped, and I'll just duress you. Probably gonna take that chainsaw, but...
Reveal to others all.
There's a Leyline Axe.
Yep, I drew Leyline Axe at the exact time that you always will draw a Leyline.
Well, maybe you can hardcast it. I'll take the chainsaw.
Seems fair.
Alright, back to my own hand. And it is your turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Sanctum of Ugin, your go.
Alright, untap, draw. I'm going to play FOMO, discard a swamp, draw a card. I will just play Mutavault and pass my turn.
Alright, tap up, keep draw. Mountain, Leyline Axe. Your go.
Alright, you're getting close now. Alright, untap, upkeep, draw a card. You have 1 card in hand. I believe I don't.
You are currently at Sorcery Land in your graveyard.
Sorcery Land is correct. Okay. I will play Raucous Theater. And Surveil. This is going to go to the bottom of my library. You can't see it. I guess I could drag it so you can see it. That's what it is. All right. And then I will...
Wait, this Raucous Theater surveils. If it goes...
Oh, okay, so
graveyard.
let me go to the bottom of my library and grab that card and put it in the graveyard. It's what it is. All right. That's how that card works. My bad. All right, I'm just playing horribly, and that's fine.
Blackcleave Cliffs in the bin.
So
Sure.
now I'm going to... I guess it just doesn't matter. I don't know what the one card left is, right? It was
my draw for last turn. Yeah.
Okay, I thought it's easy then.
It was another Metalwork Colossus,
Well,
which I could have cast.
It's gone now, so good for me. I am so smart and good at magic, apparently. Okay, go to my hand. We'll play this Agatha Soul Cauldron. I'll exile one of your Metalwork. I will exile one of your Metalwork Colossus.
I guess I could have sacrificed 2 artifacts in response to put it in my hand and fizzle it, but that doesn't seem good.
All right. Well, I'm going to hit you for 3.
I think I probably need these artifacts in play and to just naturally draw a Metalwork Colossus to win this game. So let's see if we can do that. Probably can't. This FOMO is also now 2 dummy thick for most of my removal, which is bad for me.
Yep, unremovable at the moment. All right, it's your go.
And untap, upkeep, draw. That's a card, sure. All right. Fervent Champion, come on in.
I mean, pretty good.
Leyline Axe, equip to it for free. 2/2 double strike. Go get him, buddy.
All right, I mean, I'll take 4.
Your go.
All right, untap, draw. Well, that's a good draw. I'll Fatal Push your champ.
Goodbye, Fervent Champion.
All right, let's kick up the Mutavault. My graveyard is now sorcery, land, instant. So we're still missing some things. Oh, before combat, I'll also exile your other Metalwork Colossus.
Sure.
And put it on FOMO again, I guess. And since I don't have it, it's just going to be 4, 5, 6.
Yep. I am struck.
What happened? I feel like... Oh, that's my Mutavault that's gone. Yep, so then that Mutavault goes back to being a land at the end of my turn, and I pass.
Right, untap, upkeep, draw. Say go.
Alright, untap, upkeep, draw. Okay, that's a good card, I guess. There are no more creatures. Oh, there is a Fervent Champion, so I'll take your Fervent Champion. Bring the Mutavault to play, and I'll hit you. Still don't have Delirium, but I'll hit you for 5, 6, 7.
I am at 4.
And it's your go.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Say another Fervent Champion. It can't eat. It would be forced to chump block. Last card in my hand's a land. So GG.
I have another Fatal Push, so
that
yeah.
also will do it.
All right, good
okay.
game.
Yeah, I mean,
we saw that maybe this it's not that important for for Sanctum of Ugin, but you did get 3 of them on there.
I had more than 30 power in play. I had 1. and
I had
was
one
combo
out.
killed.
I had one out, yeah. So, and I drew it. So that was pretty
And
lucky.
Game 2, I mulled to 5 and got thought seized a bunch, which happens to even good decks, which this one may or may not be.
It's sort of the state of Pioneer right now.
I had a Metalwork Colossus that I would have been able to cast. I would have been able to cast and Sanctum off of had it not been thought seized. It was not a sign that this deck is a critical omission from having the competitive experience of Pioneer, but the deck was basically functioning.
I mean, that first game, I literally top decked one of 4 cards that would have won me the game. Nothing else was going to get me out of that. So,
yeah, Brew performed kind of like a brew on its first draft, but there was stuff going on here. It was cool, and it was cool. And if this were on Arena, it'd be like dirt cheap too, right? I guess it has a bunch of
Leyline
rares.
Axe is a rare, right? I don't know. Is Metalwork Colossus a rare?
Yeah. It is actually a bunch of rares. Yeah.
And Fervent Champion. So yeah, 12 rares at least, plus the Sanctum of Ugin would be a rare, unless they Pioneer downshifted it like they did so much of the format. But it was still fun. I had fun playing this deck. I've been thinking about buying this deck on Arena for a long time anyway, so it was fun to play it for me. I liked it was cool to put out the three Metalwork Colossi, but couldn't get there because I got a little lucky. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
that's
happens.
Magic.
Good games.
Yeah, good games, and come see another one of these videos coming up soon. Like, comment, subscribe.